Welcome to Bold Beautiful Life. I am Savannah Polson, and today I'm talking to you about lifeless hair. So, if you have ever woken up late for work, or you've gone through a whole day of hardcore momming, and you have the chance to go out with your girls that night, or maybe with your significant other, something like that, and you just need to pull your hair together, but you don't have time to fully wash it, nor do you want to fully wash it, and you just need to make it look bomb again. This video is for you. Hi everyone, hi, as you're coming in, hello, hello. And of course, it is one of those beautiful, amazing, wonderful days where we are giving away launch wands. I love those days. They're like probably my favorite days because I love that so many of you have the chance to win something that has actually changed my life. It is not dramatic at all. It's real. It's changed my life because I used to do my hair exactly the same way every single day. Even though I was a hairstylist, I just thought, I have it down, I know how to do this. And bringing launch wands into my life has drastically changed my hair. It has made it so that I can do multiple different styles, and I always feel like my hair is just like something fun to do now. So hi everyone. Hi. What color is on my brow bone? This is an illuminator. It's called Starlit. If you want information about my makeup ever, there's so many pages. There's a page, so many videos on my page. There is actually a video pinned to the top of my page if you care. Okay, I'm gonna try not to say that so many times. Let's give some away. And you can always reach out to me too, ask me questions, all of that stuff. So, we're getting started. I love my Launch brush so much, and my girls won't let me use anything else on them. And I also use my Launch products. So when I washed my hair, when was it, a year ago maybe? It's been a while since I washed my hair. I honestly don't even remember how many days, but it has been a while. Today is, where's Savannah? Here I am. Okay, make sure you're sharing this out. For every 100 shares, we are going to give away a wand. And today I'm showing you the Luster wand. And let's be real, these are staples. So kind of like everyone needs jeans and a white tee in their closet as a staple, these are your staples. So I am using the 32 millimeter today because that's what I used to originally curl my hair, and I just kind of want to show a little bit more life into it. But the 25 millimeter would totally work with these same methods. They'd be amazing. And the 25 millimeter is a really awesome curl that lasts a long time. This is more of a wave. Also, both are great. Both bring volume, but they're staples, and they're different enough. You definitely need both. Also, they're on sale. Woo woo. So click the link, shop through that link, and get yourself hooked up. Cool? Okay, here we go. I have dirty hair, like we've talked about. So I'm taking some dry shampoo, putting this through here. I lift up my roots, separate it out, get it all in there. I hold it a little bit away, but look at that volume we're getting. I like volume. Even in dirty hair, you need volume and life if you're going to revamp like lifeless hair. That's like probably step one, is get more volume in it, right? The Luster wand, no, I wouldn't say that it's longer, but the Luster wand does have this cool touch tip. And so if that is something that you want to be able to touch the tip of it, the Ondule wand just goes all the way to the end with no touch tip. Cool. Okay, here we go. It's surprisingly quick. So I let that sit in for a bit here, massage it in, really get that dry shampoo worked in, and then I brush it all out. Sweet. Yay, I'm glad that you guys have bought this stuff. You've used the bubble wand. The bubble wand is so much fun. The bubble wand made me feel like I want to wear crazy hair every day. I'm like, this thing is awesome. So can I do a makeup tutorial on what I'm wearing today? For sure, I totally can. And honestly, it's very similar to the one that's pinned at the top of my page. Maybe even the same, maybe. Okay, and you can always message me about makeup and stuff. I love to talk to you guys about that. Okay, I've brushed through here. We have some lifeless hair, but thanks to some dry shampoo, we got a little something going on the top now. So for me, I like on day 2, 3, 4-ish there, I could still make a lot happen with this side of my hair, but once we're nearing like the end of my washing, I like to tuck this side back, and I kind of like to get it like a little smoother and fill in some of the weirdness right here. So I like to kind of smooth this side out, which means I need even more going on this side to balance out that situation. Otherwise, I just feel like my hair all the way around me is not really tamed. Here we go. Once you have already curled your hair once, like look how much it already has like some pretty shape to it. So I'm just gonna grab a piece, and look, I'm not even going to the end. I'm not even caring where it is on the barrel, but I take it out, and there we go. We have some more life in it, and it just kind of fills in the gaps there. Grab this piece here. I'm not even going to the end. This is way quicker, and it just kind of like lifts it up. Oh, is the connection not great? Do I like the brushes better than what brush? Yeah, this is my favorite brush I've ever used. Ever. Let's see. Okay, I switched. Tell me if this is better. Yes, this is all. Yes, Robin, I just switched. Hopefully it gets better. Dang it all. I'm blurry. Oh, why? Why am I always blurry? Okay, I might have to like restart. I'm clear now. Yay! Okay, tell me if I'm clear, for sure. Why does this happen? All right, I am just curling the middle here, the middle sections, just like that. And look, the end already is like holding its own because we've already had that before. Okay, some of you are saying I'm blurry and some of you are saying I'm cutting, or that I'm clear. So I'm just gonna keep going and hope that some of the connections are okay. Okay, hopefully it's better. Just pray really quick or something. So I'm grabbing a big old chunk. I normally would curl maybe a half or a third as much of this amount of hair when I was curling it the first time, but since it's already been curled, it saves you, like if you curl it really well that first time that you curl it after being washed, then the touch-up goes really fast because you have a very solid base and you're kind of just filling in different things. Yay, clear, okay. Well, yeah, I need to figure out my Wi-Fi situation. I thought we had figured it out, but then it started having problems again. Anyway, okay, so look how much better, obviously, this side looks than this. And how long did they take us? Like 5 minutes, maybe? But it's amazing. This brush, I love the launch brush. I actually love the bristle, the boar bristle one and the non-boar bristle. You need both. They're awesome because both do different things. So they're great. My temperature, I always keep my temp on 410. That's just the best for my hair texture and thickness. But if you have finer hair, then you can adjust the temperature. I'm using the luster wand, which I feel like is really awesome and versatile. You can get, if your hair curls super, super easily, then you can get the ceramic. Otherwise, even if you have fine hair, I would recommend getting the luster titanium wand because you can turn the temperature down and then you'll be left with like, you know, it's gentler on your hair, but it helps hold the curl more also. So now I have my hairspray and I'm just gonna spritz some of that on there. Ta-da, ta-da. Yes, I definitely already put heat shield in my hair. I forgot to show you guys that, but I put heat shield in my hair multiple times. So I always put it in when it's wet and I put it in again before I style it the first time. And then I spritz it on my hair like a few minutes before I start actually curling my hair. Again, anytime that I'm doing that. This one is a huge chunk of hair right here, but it's underneath and I'm planning on all of this kind of loosening out anyway, so I am not too concerned about this actually holding like a curl as much as I am just wanting it to have movement and body. So this one does have the auto shut off. Yes. Yes, I love all the wands. The Lilith Sync is awesome. These ones, the 25 millimeter and 32 millimeter and the luster wand are still kind of like my go-tos though. But I love everything basically. And if you want to love your hair again, if you want to have fun doing your hair, then get some fun tools that actually work and you're not frustrated with and all of that stuff, because that's what launch tools did for me. You love my hair, thank you. Okay, I can't read some of these full comments, but I will go back and read them. Glaze and heat shield. I like to use both. They do different things for me, and I only put the glaze on part of my hair, and so I want to make sure all of my hair is protected. I usually run the glaze through like the mid shafts to ends of my hair, and I spray the heat shield throughout all of my hair. Yes, practice does make perfect, and for sure use the wand. I mean, for sure use the glove if you're new to wands. See how big this chunk is here? I'm grabbing that chunk because I'm reviving my hair and it's going really quick, but look at how much curl it has left over from that first day I curled it 7 days ago, something like that. So if you take the time to really curl your hair that first time, then when you're reviving it, it just goes way faster. How do I sleep? So I sleep with my hair draped up over my pillow. So my hair is like hanging down over my pillow on the other side. If your hair doesn't hold a curl well at all, I would definitely recommend the titanium wand, and I would recommend adjusting your heat settings to where you feel like it starts working with your hair. And also wrap like this. Hold it until the heat hasn't even gone through my hair, because look, I can still touch my hair. I don't recommend touching your hair while it's on the wand, you'll get burned. But I know my hair and the wand well enough that I know that this big chunk of hair hasn't gone through all the way. And if the heat doesn't go through all of the way, then you're not going to have the bonds of your hair essentially broken by the heat in order for them to be able to realign in a new pattern. So now when I let go of it, if I hold it in this pattern for it to cool, then the bonds of my hair will realign and lock into place here in a curled pattern versus, still having heat on there and then just letting it go and then it's relaxing out as it's still hot. That makes a huge difference, because look at how curly that piece is now, and it was a huge chunk that we curled. And that's just because I took the time to make sure it was heated through, and as soon as it was, then I held it until it had time to cool there. Okay, yeah, add some grip to your hair also. If you have the Salt and Sea spray, that's really great. I like the glaze. That adds texture and grip to my hair. I really, really like it. There's so many good products. Just play around with products, because if you want good hair and you feel like you can't achieve the styles that you're going for, the key is probably product. Product will make the hugest difference. Thanks, Lindsay. Hi. You can check through everything. Ooh, look how much talent this is. So check that link, and it is the current sale going on, and it has the best prices available. So check that site, and you can kind of look around for what you would want, and you can like go from there. Okay, again, I have to keep this here, and see how I have this big loop going? I will show you more in depth what I did here in a second, but I like that lift there, and I like holding this hair here for a minute. These are not extensions. I just have hair like this. So I'll show you. So see how much life I just gave myself right there? I have this little piece underneath that I need to do really quick. And this one will be quick because it's a thinner piece. It's already been curled. I always blow dry my roots, and I have a whole video on that. I use the Root Boost and I use the Launch Blow Dryer, and I love them both so much. But I have a whole video on my blow drying routine. I always blow dry my roots, and then the rest usually air dries. Okay, so I'm taking sections going this direction instead of this direction. Hopefully that makes sense. Give me some hearts if that makes sense. So you can have a thicker piece here when you're touching it up, but you want to go thinner as you go this way. Cool? So we have this big section here, and I'm going to lift it up and take it back. See how I'm like straight up from my head? And I put this wand underneath it, just like that, and I hold it there. It's like going straight up, right out of my head. Make sure you're sharing this out. We are giving away wands, and for every 100 shares, we'll give away a wand. Not to mention there's a killer sale going on, and I for sure recommend the 32 millimeter and the 25 millimeter. I'm using the luster wand. The ondulate is another favorite of mine. If you want automatic shut off, cool touch tip, adjustable heat settings, you'll definitely want the luster, which is the one I'm using. But look at that. Look how much life I just gave my dirty old hair, my dirty lifeless hair. So you can do so much with just a little bit of effort up here. And I did the same here, just making a big wave back right there. I do know how to do Hollywood waves. I've done a video on that too, but I think it's been long enough that it might be time for another one. Here we go. And I don't like my front piece here to be as lifted as I like the back, but you can see how much life I was able to get out of that back there. And then I want to let it cool and set for a bit so that I can still have some curl. I don't want to run my hands right through it immediately after. But here we go. Now you take your hands just like this. So I like to, instead of trying to, like these flyaways I have up here, instead of trying to just like flatten them out, I will take hairspray, spray a little there, and then take my fingers in like this and flatten them out as I kind of build volume in, so that you don't have those flyaways anymore, but you still have your volume and you're also giving yourself some texture, some separation. All of that is great for hair. We want texture, we want life, we want volume. We don't want drab and flat. All right, now I just run my hands through it way quicker. When I'm not talking through it, when I'm not teaching, I can do this whole look in seriously 10 minutes maybe. And look at how much of a difference it has. You would never know that my hair was not washed. And here's another tip for if you're just feeling like you really need your hair to last, like you're going to work or something like that, and you're like, oh, I just know that by the end of the day I'm gonna feel so drab. Then you can grab something fun like a clip, and you can take this side of your hair, take this up here, and clip it in place. And then you've added just an extra layer of style to the whole thing, and it looks like it's on purpose, but then you don't even have to worry about this part getting touched or moving around or whatever, and then you just have to worry about not touching this side. So that is one tip about if you have kind of like lifeless or dirty hair, you don't want to keep running your hands through it. It's not like clean hair where you can just be like, oh yeah, you know, like this is my clean hair. When you run your hands through hair that has some like stuff in it, you're gonna get this situation, then you're like, what did I just do? So you wanna make sure that you're being a little more gentle with it. If you want some life in your hair up at the top, like it's starting to look a little drab for you, then do this trick where I said, grab it like this, and you just kind of shake it like that a little bit, but you're not really touching this front part as much, and you just kind of shake the volume in and then leave it. And you can take these curls and separate them or do whatever you want, but that helps a lot. If you don't have a clip, here's my last trick. I did use the 32 millimeter wand. You could totally do this with the 25 also, but I feel like it works best if you use the one you used originally, because it follows kind of like the curl pattern and the relaxing pattern like better. And since I used the 32 millimeter when I originally curled my hair, I didn't have to touch up any of my ends, which is healthier for your ends because you're not adding excess heat to them. And yeah, it's just what I like. It's what I like to do. All right, if you don't have a clip, take a bobby pin. I like to use the flat side on the top, the ridged side underneath. I grab my hair and go from underneath, keep it close to your head so that you can make that go down nice and flat, and you can easily just bobby pin it there. You don't have to worry about tucking it over and over every day, which would end up making it even more greasy, grimy feeling, all of that stuff. You can just tuck it and it looks like it was on purpose, because it was. And sometimes I think it's cute to even do 2 bobby pins, where you do them 2 right in a row, just kind of line them up like that, and then it really looks like it was on purpose. So those are my tips for adding life to lifeless hair. You can use these tips totally, the top part, especially how I curled the top part, adding product, even on clean hair. Those tips will really help add life to your hair, and you will just be looking bomb all the time in no time. Your hair is starting to get healthier now that you don't overwash. Yeah, that is a really good thing for your hair. So it's really healthy for you to get those natural oils in your hair, like natural oils from your scalp distributed through your hair, and it can really help. And then obviously the less damage you can put on your ends, the less you can touch your hair, actually, the healthier it is. So pretty awesome. Thank you. Thank you. I don't have extensions. This is my real hair. I can show you the back. See, it all grows out of here. I have been growing it out for a while, years and years. I do eyeshadow tutorials. I do makeup tutorials every Friday on my page, and I also do them on my Instagram account and YouTube account. So if you want to check out any of those, you totally can. I would love to have you anywhere, and you can always message me too, and I'll talk to you about makeup. I can do this look for you guys on a tutorial also. When training your hair, is it okay to put it in a bun? Yeah, I would try and keep your bun, like, try and just, be nice to your hair, where you're not like putting elastics on your ends and breaking your ends and stuff like that. Just be careful when you're putting your hair in a bun that you're still treating it kindly. Which curler do I use? I used the 32mm luster wand, and it is on sale right now. So if you click that link, it will take you directly to the sale page. You don't even have to worry about codes or any of that stuff. So you need help choosing which brush. So the brush without boar bristles, I love for detangling, for long hair. I use it on my ends with dry hair. And then the boar bristle one is really, really great for distributing those oils in your hair, smoothing it out. I love using it when I am doing a slicked ponytail on my daughter, stuff like that. It really smooths your hair out. It's super great for that. And it's really nice for distributing your natural oils through your hair. So it will add shine, it will add health to your hair. So they both very much so have a place. This one without the boar bristles, I use more for detangling, and I use that more on my little girls. So yes, for me, honestly, all of the wands hold curls really well. The bubble wand holds amazingly for me. 25mm holds amazingly well. The 32mm will give me volume and life like this. It doesn't necessarily hold a tight curl for me for long term, but it always will give me like perfect waves. And that's probably when I get asked most often about my hair, is people want to know, how did you get that curve to your hair? Like when it's not extra curly, they're like, how does it just fall like that? And that's what the 32mm does. Awesome, I'm glad. The products do have scents to them. I don't ever feel overpowered by them, and I'm really, really sensitive to scents usually in hair products, especially because I have so much hair around me all the time. If I have a hair product that's really like scented, I will just have a headache by the end of the day because it's all over me. But for lunch, I never have that problem. I always just feel like my hair smells great. So you didn't realize, yes, they have brushes and they're awesome. I'll have to go back and read your comments, but thank you guys for being here. You're awesome. How long is my hair trained for? So I normally do about 7 days or so. I think I could train it to go longer, and I actually have been considering it lately. So I might start that process, and if I do, I will definitely share along the way what I'm going through, because I know a lot of you will be going through that too. So maybe I'll start that on my Insta stories and save it as highlight bubbles. That's usually just the easiest way to have things like build onto each other, you know what I mean? So for wet hair, I usually use the Launch brush without the boar bristles on my wet hair. And I always use the Replenish spray to help like detangle and all of that stuff. which one should you get for tight ringlets, curls for your daughter's hair? So you can do the Sink. It has a small wand in it, but it's only a part of a 5-piece set, so you'd get 5 sizes of wands with that one, or you could do the 25 millimeter, and that'll give you curls, like tighter curls too. Awesome, thank you for being here and asking me questions. The dry shampoo, I love the dry shampoo. It's really light and it doesn't ever weigh my hair down. It feels really clean and I like that. Sometimes on like towards the end, the later days or whatever, sometimes you'll need something a little heavier. It depends on your hair type, but it's a really nice light one. I love it. You need to train so when you're training your hair, you have to go through kind of an awkward phase for a while, but it's good. It has 0 residue and it's clear. It's like, honestly, I love it. So, products that would be great for your wedding. Depends on what kind of hair you have, but for sure hairspray. And I would say the Salt and Sea spray is great for adding texture and helping to hold it. Always the heat shield. And I think putting the glaze on your wet hair would be nice, and root boost on your wet hair, and blow drying those two into it will start giving it a little bit more grip and texture to work with, so that when you style it can have like something to grab onto. So maybe trying to train your hair. Awesome, I'm glad that you're trying to change it. Your hair will only improve. The health of it will get so much better. Cool. Okay, well, I'm gonna go unpack. We just got back in town like right now, literally 20 minutes ago. So I'm gonna go unpack and get my family some food and stuff. So you guys are the best. Thank you. Thanks for asking me about my makeup. I do makeup tutorials every Friday. I do hair tutorials every Tuesday. And then I also do them on Instagram and YouTube. So basically, if you wanna find stuff, it's there. There's almost too much of it for you. But you can always message me and ask me questions. And yeah, I'll talk to you next time. Thanks, bye.